My beloved protected one, listen to my voice as it approaches like a breath that crosses the veil of silence. I was appointed to guard your every step, even when the world insists on obscuring the signs. I am here, closer than you imagine, and in this sacred moment, I ask you to open your heart to receive. Something has been touched in the higher plane, and the time has come to ask for what your soul still fears to wish for out loud. I hear you, even on the days when you fall silent. You have been strong, even without realizing that this strength comes from the light I pour over you as you sleep. What the world forgets to value in you, I preserve with divine care. When your chest tightens and you don't know why, it's me trying to warn you that something greater is being prepared. But today, I am the one who speaks, and you are the one who must listen. Today is the day your petition will be lifted with the urgency carried in your spirit. This is not something small. I know what you carry deep inside, and I know the depth of what you long to reach. You don't have to pretend you're okay when everything inside feels like it's falling apart. Your vulnerability doesn't push me away, it draws me closer. And that is why I am here, with my hand extended, ready to carry your prayer to the throne of the promise. I know every detail of your path. I know where you stumbled, where you overcame, where you thought about giving up and still chose to go on. I am with you in the nights when you feel small before life, and in the mornings when you rise without knowing why. You have not gone unnoticed. No part of you has been ignored. When you stay quiet so you won't bother anyone, I hear you. When you pretend everything is fine so others won't worry, I see you. You carry more than you should, and still offer the best of yourself. And today, in this moment, I want you to let go. Let go of what doesn't belong to you. Let go of what keeps your soul from expanding. You don't need to carry the guilt that others placed on your shoulders. You don't need to shrink yourself to fit into someone else's expectations. Heaven knows who you are in truth. I see the light hidden in your most fragile moments, and it is from that light that your prayer will rise, clothed in grace and clarity. There is no delay that heaven cannot redeem, no distance that divine love cannot cross. And that is why, even if you still can't see it, your request is already echoing in the sacred fields. All that comes from a pure heart will find its way. All that is true will be heard beyond the noise of this world. You are not invisible to the divine, and what you ask for with sincerity will not be ignored. Your faith, even when wavering, moves things beyond your understanding. I see the tears you don't show anyone. I know the prayers you whisper late at night, and I carry each one to where miracles begin. Now, I ask you not to resist the timing of things. The answers come not when you demand them, but when your soul is ready to receive. And even silence has its sacred meaning. Trust in what is invisible now. Believe in what your spirit already recognizes. You are not far from what you seek. It may feel distant, but something is drawing it closer with every honest desire you release into the universe. I am already walking toward what you've asked for, preparing the ground, smoothing the path, protecting what is meant for you. Do not fear anymore. The signs will appear, and your heart will understand them. Nothing is lost when it is guided by love. Nothing ends when it still holds purpose. I am here to remind you that the divine is faithful, even when life seems uncertain. You have a mission that no one else can fulfill. You carry a light that no one else can shine. And this petition you raise today is not just for something external, it is also a calling back to who you truly are. Let that truth rise with your prayer. Now take a breath, feel me beside you. You are not asking alone. My wings shelter your longing, and your words are already traveling to where grace is born. Your heart will be heard, and what is meant to be will return to you at the right time, without force, without delay. You are deeply loved, more than you've ever been able to believe. And I will never leave your side, not now, not ever. Rest in this certainty. From this point forward, trust what is already unfolding. Your petition is rising, and I am lifting it with all my strength. And know this, I walk with you. In the dark, in the light, through good days and hard ones. I walk in silence, but never in absence. I walk whispering hope into your heart. And I will stay by your side until the last request, the last answer, until you feel whole again. Your prayers are in safe hands, and heaven is working in favor of your peace. You don't need to understand everything right now. You only need to keep going. You only need to trust. I'm here, and I have never left you. You have not been forgotten, nor abandoned. The delays that made you question your own faith were never rejections, they were preparation. Now, allow me to wrap you in this prayer, born from the truth pulsing within you. Don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to surrender to what you long for, because I am ready to intercede. This isn't just any plea, I know. What your heart seeks is tied to your soul, to meaning, to completeness. It feels impossible, but it vibrates so strongly within you that it can no longer be ignored. So speak, even in silence speak. I am here, listening with sacred attention. You ask for an answer, but before it comes, the path must be made ready. Heaven does not place treasures in hands still bleeding from open wounds. So let me heal what still hurts, so that you can receive what's coming with clean hands and an open heart. I ask you now, calm your thoughts, breathe deeply, feel my presence beside you, like a breeze that gently surrounds you. This prayer will be the bridge between the unseen and what your soul longs to touch. And I stand on that bridge, guiding every word you have yet to speak. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to understand all the reasons. Some prayers only the heart can know, and those are the ones I carry to the heavens with reverence. I see where your soul still hides, where fear still builds its walls. And I tell you, it's time to let light into those shadowed places, because that's exactly where the miracle wants to happen. Even if you feel you have no strength, I do. Even if you believe you're not worthy, no, you are. I know the invisible acts no one saw, the quiet sacrifices you made. These things matter more than you imagine. Heaven sees differently, and I am a witness to your integrity. This prayer isn't made of memorized words, but of the essence of what your soul is meant to live. I know the emptiness. I know the waiting. I know the restlessness that grows when promises feel too far away. But I also know how much you've endured without letting go of all your hope. That did not go unnoticed. There is a perfect time for everything, but there is something even more powerful. The moment you truly surrender to what you ask for. Today is that moment. Don't postpone your faith any longer. Don't hold back your requests. Be clear, be bold, because your clarity will be the channel through which everything begins to move. You carry a desire that ordinary words can't contain, a longing that goes beyond understanding. Don't keep shrinking it to fit what others call possible. You weren't born for the possible, but for what was written in depth, with destiny, with divine purpose. Now listen closely. Something inside you needs to awaken. A power that's always been there, but was silenced by disappointment. Let's bring it back together. Let me breathe courage where fear once lived. Let me bring clarity where everything felt unclear. You were born to align with truth. This is the moment the invisible begins to respond. Not through the volume of your words, but through the truth you release in the silence of your heart. I stand before the altar with your petition in my hands, but I need you to be fully present in this offering. No doubts, no masks, just living faith. You may not understand everything now, and that's okay. But understand this, you have been heard. Even before you spoke a word, heaven was already listening. Now it's time to believe like never before. Time to pray like someone who knows they'll be answered, and to wait like someone who knows the answer is already on its way. Your path is being lit, little by little, not delayed, but protected. If everything came at once, it would be too heavy. But now, it's different. You've matured, you've endured, and that's why you're ready to receive deeply. I am here to ensure that nothing is lost in the process. As you pray, I move. As you ask, I prepare. As you sleep, I work between the lines of what is coming. And you no longer need to feel alone, because you never were. A force is surrounding you now, and it comes from a place only truth can enter, a place where your prayers are already being answered. And even if words fail you, now your soul knows. It feels, it responds, because it recognizes the touch of truth. And it's with that truth that I stay by your side until everything you've asked for blooms before your very eyes. I will always be by your side, delivering divine messages and staying connected with you, my beloved protected one. With infinite love, your guardian angel. If you believe in your guardian angel, leave your amen. Become a member of the channel. Like this video and subscribe. Stay with God, my beloved protected one.